Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. Once again, it is September 18th, if you can believe it. Time is doing strange things these days, but we're already to the halfway point of September, and this is Inspire Me. I'm hoping somebody jumps on here in a minute and lets me know that I'm in the right place and that you can hear me. I'm not seeing anybody. Oh, here we go. Lorraine, can you hear me okay, Lorraine? Can you give me like a thumbs up or comment? Or Gail, can somebody let me know that you can hear me okay? I'm by myself today and I'm using a piece of equipment I don't normally use. So I want to make sure everybody can hear me. If somebody who's watching can type in the comment box that they can hear me. Can somebody let me know they can hear me? Anybody? Hello? Fine. Okay, great. So, this is the weekly Inspire Me for Dances with Wool. My name is Erin, and I'm here at our yarn shop in Midlothian, Virginia, just outside of the city of Richmond. And this is a weekly segment that we do to just provide you with some inspiration, introduce you to a new product, talk about a pattern that's caught our eye. Before we get started, I want to real quick remind you all the ways you can shop with us. We are open for in-person shopping Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So grab your mask. It is required per Virginia state mandate, and come on out and shop with us. You can also shop with us 24/7 in your pajamas from your couch at our website, which is danceswithwoolrva.com. Most of what's in the store is available for purchase on the website. If you are not local and want to schedule a virtual shopping appointment with us via Zoom, we can do that. If you are local but you need to be really cautious about your exposure levels, we do also offer, most mornings, we offer 2 private in-person shopping appointments you can book where it would just be you and staff in the shop, and that's it. All that information about how to book those appointments is also on our website. And I'm going to link everything in the comments. After I'm done, I am flying solo today. Debbie is on a very well-deserved vacation. So as soon as I get done here, I will post links to everything I talk about in the comments, and I will also download this video and put it on our YouTube channel. If you didn't know, we have a YouTube channel. We do upload our Inspire Me videos every week. So if you have a friend who's not on Facebook and you think would enjoy these videos, let them know. We would encourage you to go over to YouTube, search Dances with Wool RVA, and actually just Dances with Wool. I think the channel will come up that way. I'll link the channel in the comments here on Facebook. But we'd encourage you to go hit the subscribe button and then hit that little bell next to the word subscribe so that you get notified when we post new videos, because we've got some fun game plans for that YouTube channel. So, but this morning we are here to discuss. It is that time of year again, folks. So we've already had some people in shopping, but it is time for the annual Stephen West Shaw Mystery Knit-Along. This year for 2020, it is called Slipstravaganza. So it is that time once again. Stephen has been doing these mystery knit-alongs, I think, gosh, for at least about 12 or 13 years. So it is that time once again, and we wanted to give you all the information that you need should you choose to participate. So, real quick, for anybody who might not know what a mystery knit-along even is, basically, Stephen has written a new shawl pattern. And what he's done is he's broken it into chunks. And so, right now, you can go to Ravelry and purchase this pattern. All that you're going to get right now are information sheets, guides to help you pick colors, that kind of thing. But on Friday, October 9th, the first clue or the first chunk of the pattern will be updated. The pattern will be updated, and that'll become available for you to download. So you can cast on with knitters all over the world and begin your shawl. And then every Friday following for the rest of October, it's a total of 4 Fridays, you will receive a new clue, the next chunk of the pattern. And so the pattern itself is a mystery. It's a shawl, we know that. The name of it is Slipstravaganza, so I would assume there are some slip stitches involved. But beyond that, we don't know. So that's the fun of it, that the pattern sort of reveals itself as you knit through it over the course of the month. So It is a shawl. It's a fingering weight shawl. We know that much. And like I said, Stephen has given you a great shopping guide to help you pick colors. We do know that it's going to be a substantial shawl, as he puts it. This is last year's Mystery Knit-Along Starflake, but you can see that this is a pretty big shawl. Stephen says the size, it's not going to look like this, but the size will be similar to that. There will be an opportunity for you to kind of stop knitting a little bit early. This is the smaller version of Starflake. I knit this last year. But you will get, like I said, one clue every week, and you will be able to knit along with this shawl. So what I wanted to do was give you some basic information. It is going to be fingering weight yarn. It is going to involve, you need 5 skeins of fingering weight yarn for this pattern, 2 skeins of a main color, and then 1 skein each of 3 contrast colors. Okay, you are going to have some leftovers, but he really encourages you to start with full skeins because it is a mystery knit-along, and so the last thing you want is to try to use leftovers from other projects and you end up running out because you don't know ahead of time. He's not going to give you exact yardage estimates for any of these colors, so we don't want you, he doesn't want you to run out of yarn, we don't want you to run out of yarn, so you're going to want to start with full skeins. What he talks about is that your main color in this shawl is going to basically be a framing color, is how he puts it. So you want to make sure that your main color has a good amount of contrast with all 3 of your contrast colors, the other 3 colors in your shawl, but those 3 other contrast colors don't necessarily need to be really super different from each other. So if you wanted to pick like a dark, a medium, and a light blue or something, stay in the same family, you could totally do that. You just need to make sure that your main color contrasts with all of your other colors. So he tells you to look at this shawl. This is Painting Bricks. I knit this earlier this year. It's not necessarily, Slipstravaganza is not going to look like this, all right? But to understand how your main color is going to interact with all your other colors, this is a good thing to look at. All right, so that's how you want it to be. You want your main color to contrast with everything else. And you can go a few different routes with this. I've actually pulled a few examples off our wall of hand dyes behind me to show you. We don't have set kits for this shawl because it's one of those things, you know, if we tried to do kits, we'd only have 1 of each kit and it's too hard for us to list on our website. But we are absolutely thrilled and would love to help you select colors, whether that's in person or if you wanted to book, if you're not local, virtual shopping appointment via Zoom would be a great thing to do for this because we could actually pull colors off the wall. It'd be live video. We could put them together for you. But there's a couple of different routes. You can go with a dark main color, and that's what I've done for my first example. This is Raven's Wing in Vixen by Little Fox Yarns. And if you go with a dark main color, that's going to give you a very kind of graphic shawl, all right? And what I've done is he recommends when you pick your contrast colors, a good way to think about things is kind of like a light tone, a medium tone, and a dark tone. So the contrast colors I've put together with Raven's Wing are, this is Gossamer, this is Vardo, and I'm trying to hold this all with one hand. That's why I'm squishing. And then this is called Deep Water. All right. So this would be kind of one thought process. So what you might want to do is think about kind of picking them up like that. And you can kind of see. So this is one option, right? A dark color, dark main color with 3, kind of a very classic, you know, looking blues and greens. So that would give you a very kind of bold graphic look for your shawl. If you wanted something a little bit softer, then a good option would be to go with a lighter main color. This is also all Vixen from Little Fox Yarns. This is a 70/30 merino silk blend. We just got a big restock of this right before Yarn Crawl last weekend. And so this is Silver Birch. And I have paired Silver Birch, in this case, with Mini Pearl, Party Punch, and come on to my house. This is a color, kind of a mood that I'm really feeling right now as we get into fall. This is very, very popular. So this would be another option. I'm gonna pick up this other skein of silver birch. So you can see how that would give you, because it's a lighter main color, that's gonna give you kind of a softer overall feel. But there's still a good amount of contrast between the silver birch, the main color, and all three contrast colors. All right, so that's another option for you. Now, another great option would be to use a bright color pop for your main color and then neutrals for the contrast color to mix things up a little bit. And to show you that example, I pulled, this is our Rich Hill yarns. This is VMFA, colorway dyed for the Julie glass reeds out in the sculpture garden out back. So you could do a bright main color like this and then put neutrals with it. So this is Capitol Square and Nickel Bridge and the Poe Museum. So this is kind of a play on your classic black, white, red, but in this case, I've got the red color pop as the main color against background of neutrals. So this would be another really, really fun way to play with this shawl. All right. And those are all examples where I've pulled 4 different colors, all from the same dyer, from the same base. But the great thing about these mystery knit-alongs, especially Stephen West patterns, especially this pattern, he does talk about this in his little introduction, is that this is a great chance for you to play with different textures. So don't feel like you have to stay all with one dyer, with one base. They all have to be kind of together. This is a great chance to, what I would really encourage you to do is go into your stash and find those single skeins of fingering weight yarn, right? We all do it. We're at a fiber festival. We're at a yarn store. And oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. I'm just gonna buy one skein of fingering weight because I know that I can find a project for that, right? I can make a pair of socks, or I can do a one skein shawl or a scarf or something. So we all have those little single skeins of fingering weight yarn that we love the colors, but we didn't buy them with a plan. They're in your stash. You know they're in your stash. Go pull them out and find 3 of them that you feel like kind of really go nicely together, and then bring them into the shop, or give us a call and set up a virtual shopping appointment and let us help you select a main color that will frame and bring all those colors together, all right? Don't want you to feel like you have to buy 5 skeins necessarily from the same dyer for this shawl. So I did one more selection where I did that. I kind of went to the wall and just pulled stuff off that talked to me, and I came up with this option. Now I showed you all semi-solid tonal colors. You can use speckles for this shawl. He does recommend that you not necessarily do highly variegated, or that if you're gonna do that, maybe you just have one of the colors be a speckle. You just wanna be careful that there's enough contrast between your main colors and your main color and your contrast colors. You don't end up muddying things too much. But I found this really fun color. This is Black Elephant Merino Silk. We have just a little bit of this left on the wall. Unfortunately, Petra hasn't been able to get this base in, so when we did our reorder for Black Elephant, we got the merino, 100% merino fingering. But I found this really fun color. This is called Ling. And what I did was I went in here, I'm like, let me go find some of these colors and pull them out, but let me pull 3 different dyers. So we have Ling as the main color, and I grabbed this really fun hot pink. This is called Rocket Man by Sheila of Urban Girl Yarns. I grabbed one of our yarns from Rich Hill. This is Louis Ginter, so it's this fun, really bright turquoisey color. And then I went over and grabbed a sparkle, you guys. This would be a great opportunity to throw a little bit of sparkle in your shawl. This is Anzula Nebula, all right? And this is the colorway Saffron. So what I did was I went in to my speckle and I pulled out the colors that were in the speckle, but I went with, this is 4 different dyers different bases, different fiber contents. As long as it's all fingering weight yarn, and you're starting with about 400 yards of skein, you can absolutely get in here and play around with different textures and different dyers and different colors. All right, but I would encourage you, if you've got those single skeins of fingering weight yarn floating around your stash, bring them in. Let us help you select, or if you want to just come in and play on our wall, absolutely, we would love to help you. We've already had a few people coming in and shopping for this shawl this week. It's always really fun when it's mystery knit-along season for Stephen West, because we get folks coming in and we're pulling colors off the wall. There's yarn all over the table. It's a lot of fun. So if you are looking for a project, again, the cast on date for this is not until October 9th. So you've got plenty of time to select your yarn, but it's called Slipstravaganza by Stephen West. All right, and you can go ahead and, like I said, get your pattern now, select your colors, and be all ready to cast on October 9th with knitters all over the world. All the updates are done on Amsterdam time, which I think is about 6 or 7 hours ahead of us. So it's just a lot of fun. It's a great experience. Like I said, I did it last year. I had an absolute blast knitting it, and so we hope that this will be something that you might want to get on board with for next month. We want to thank you so much for all your support. We had a great experience last weekend with the James River Yarn Crawl. We hope you did too. We hope you had fun. And we just were so nice to see people, whether it was in person or virtual. And we just want to make sure everybody is out there staying well and doing lots of making. Be sure to tag us on Instagram or Facebook if you finish any project with yarn from our shop. We'd love to see it. And we hope everybody has a fabulous weekend. We're going to have great fall weather, it looks like, here in Central Virginia. We're very excited about it. So everybody stay safe and well, and we will see you next week for our next Inspire Me.